Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story, and today I'm in Iola, Wisconsin. If you want to see a great car show, come to the description of this one. They've got a ton of cars. You'll have a great time. And I met Gene. Gene, your last name?
Leopold.
And Gene Leopold has a great blue car. We're both wearing the Ford Blue right now. What year, make, and model is this one?
It is the 68 428 Cobra Jet Mustang. Some people call it a 68 and a half.
The GT Fastback.
Yes, the GT Fastback.
Let's take a look at this one. So this one, in my opinion, is the Mustang with all the right pieces. Number one, it's blue. I enjoy a good blue car. Number two, you can see by the license plate where we're going when we get under the hood. I think this grille with the sport lights, fog lights, call them what you will, were done just right. As you look at the side of the car, come on with me, Gene. Gene, how long have you had this one?
I believe I've had this 13 or 14 years. It's been finished, though, only about 7 years.
And everything on this car is correct.
Yes. I even have date-coded wheels, for instance, and starter.
Date-coded wheels. And what makes you this fanatic with this car? I don't know if I've ever seen this piece. Is that a custom piece?
No, that's factory.
Factory.
That's factory.
Of course I've seen C-stripes, but I don't recall seeing that little piece. Is that just a 68 piece? Or?
Yes, the 67 was different than that.
Okay.
Yes.
And we've got the GT hubcaps. I'm just going to turn that way for you so it looks a little better. Makes a little more sense. And you're saying these are date-coated polyglass?
Not those,
okay.
But my wheels are.
Okay.
Are
got it. All right.
For the car.
The rims.
The rims.
Got it. All right.
Yes.
While we're here, I want to take one more look at the side of that car. Just let people kind of take it in. I don't want to go too fast with this one. But that, even the birds sing. Wow. We will turn it around for you, but right now while we're up front and the sun's hitting it, can we open up the hood, please?
Yes.
Get ready for that. This may be one of the best engine compartments I've ever seen. Tell me what that is.
Well, that is the signature of the fellow who signed off on the hood scoop.
And do I see a date code?
There is a
back
date
there?
code also, yes.
Wow.
That was the fellow at Ford Motor Company, yes. Mm-hmm.
So being a parts manager at Ford, you had kind of all of this knowledge. Now, does this car, I know you don't take it out. We're actually going to go on a ride for it. It's come out about 300 and some miles since the restoration. But for the show, well, we're taking it out for a ride. This is just a brand new 1968 Ford GT. Now, how many of these were made? And I know we've got a Marty report in the trunk, which we'll show, but there are not many.
They made 1,044 of these automobiles.
And this was
for 4 months. It came out April 1st of 68.
Just for 4 months, and that flapper works when we step on it a little bit.
Yes.
All right, well, let me do one more thing. I mean, when you look at this, like even the codes here, the hoses.
Yeah.
Go ahead, show me something.
That is a starter delay switch they used only on the 68 and a half Cobra Jets.
That's it.
Both the 4-speeds and the automatics.
Anything else I need to know under here that was just that year?
I would.
Okay. What is this?
That's the smog system.
The smog system.
They have a smog pump right there. That is the smog
This
pump.
pump here. Got it. Is that California only or something?
No,
or?
on the 68 and a half Cobra Jets, all of them came that way from the factory.
Got it. Okay, great. And it goes all the way down into here. You can see it connects to
Each
the...
cylinder has a pipe going into each cylinder.
Oh, wow. All right, well, let's fire it up, shall we?
Sure.
Now, we're just going to let it idle. Maybe we'll give it one rev just so we could see that flapper open and shut.
Definitely.
Okay, all right. And then I'm going to listen to it idle. While I'm back there, we'll step on the brakes. Listen to that idle. Can you step on the brakes for a second? Listen to this sound. This is idle. You put the baby to sleep on that. Gene, give it a good rev. One more good one. Glorious. Just grand. All right, we'll turn it around for you. So I told you we'd turn it around, and the back end of this car may be my favorite part, because it just, when you see this look here, it's just so well sculpted and designed. You could tell it's a 68 because it's got these big markers on the side. The 67 wouldn't have that. The tail lights, the GT, the gas goes in there. And these tips. Now I know everything on your car is NOS, stock from the factory. Was there anything you had a challenge getting from this car?
The bumpers, I think I have one NOS bumper, but I had it re-chromed,
Yeah.
double show chrome.
Okay.
You know, and it's gonna last longer. There were a few items that I had to get aftermarket. Some glass, but I had it date coded and number matched
Yeah.
for the car.
Okay.
For
All right.
instance, yes.
And while I'm back here, we've got some great trunk and treats. So as we start in the trunk and treats, we have the window sticker. And Gene, you shared this car as a 68 and a half. Now, how do they designate that half?
Well, it came out, but started to be produced April 1st of 1968. They probably, you know, you've heard of the 64 and a half Mustang that came out mid-year.
Absolutely.
And this car came out April 1st. They made it for 4 months.
And it was at the same time that they used to have the Shelby King of the Roads, correct?
Right. In April 1st, when the Shelby 500 was being produced, April 1st, they put the Cobra Jet in the Shelby, and then they called it the KR, the King of the Road. Previous to that, it had the 428 Police Interceptor in the Shelby.
And you know all this because you used to be, what was your position with the company?
Well, I was a Ford parts manager most of my life from, say, 64 on. And I enjoy all original Ford cars.
All original Ford cars. So this is just that, the all original Ford car. And I like how it says excitement, it starts here with the Mustang. Just the great photographs at the time. The outfits. Good day at the beach for that lifeguard, it looks like. The Mustang in the car.
Not interested.
Design your own personal Mustang. Some of the pieces there. The wheel covers. More from Mustang. And there's some of your features. You can highlight those. The GT, which is what we have here. There's some details that you could read there. You could pause that. And just right there, your specifications. And you have the 428, which is not listed there, but they have that there. So
Yes.
this came out later.
They had early and a late brochure, I imagine. back then. Some of this all original stuff is hard to come by.
For sure. Well, I love it, and then we'll show the rest of the car.
Okay.
And we're back. I'm gonna open it, may I? I'm gonna open the car, may I?
Okay.
Okay, great. And as we open it, I want to show you the interior. Now, was there some kind of Mustang pony option or something they called it, where the interior was a little bit different on the GT, or no? You actually look like you have an upgraded steering wheel. Or was that the standard steering wheel?
That's the standard steering wheel.
For the GT. I want to show those seats. Really enjoy your color too. What's the color of this car?
It is Brittany Blue.
Brittany Blue.
There is one option that's very rare on this car.
Yeah, tell me.
Which is a stereo radio.
Stereo radio.
Their speakers are in the doors.
There's the stereo radio.
This is one of one because of the stereo radio.
Really?
In the car, yes.
And where are the speakers located? Down in here?
Right under these grills, right
under
in
the
here.
grills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one of one.
One of one because of the stereo radio.
And I like the right amount of pedals. We've got the 4-speed. We'll show you. Well, you've got your pony there. Your aviation light gauges here. Gasoline. A little Mustang up the center. Is that your high beam there?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's all right. Somebody will tell us. I think it might be. And then the stereo and the Mustang over there. Nothing inside the car says GT though.
Nope.
And then that great hood scoop, which you're going to see because we're going to take it for a ride here in a second. Well, what a great car. And now we need to just take it for a ride.
Okay, that'll be great.
So Gene and I are here in the 1968.5 Ford Mustang GT Fastback. I like that. We're going through the gears. Tell me about your son in this car.
Well, if it wasn't for my son, I don't know if I could have done this car.
What's his name?
He found basically all the parts I needed to find. He found for me.
What's his
on
name?
The internet.
What's his name?
Chris Leopold.
Chris Leopold. Chris, thumbs up. Great job. Let's just show a little where we're at here. We're going to the car show. How smooth this drives. Let's just listen to it. How do you feel when you're driving this car?
Well, I feel like I'm 18 again. I really do.
I think that cars make us young. I really believe that. But this is just a great car. I love the color, the sound, the power. It has everything you'd want. Look at the view.
I grew up with these cars.
Yeah, sure.
How old I am?
You can tell them how old you are.
I'm going to be 81 years old the 14th of July.
And so it's almost your birthday.
The 14th
Yeah.
of this month is my birthday. I'm
All right.
81. And
so you're 81 and we flip those numbers around. You're 18 when we're driving
there
together.
you go.
Well, I'm glad that we turned you back into an 18-year-old. That's what my job is, to take people and bring back their fountain of youth with this great car show stuff. Gene, what an amazing car. Just a great time with you. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
Thank you for asking.